Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Captain Marvel because Marvel seem to just don't learn their lesson when it comes to Carol Danvers. So apparently, Captain Marvel will be doing magic. That's right, you heard me. She's going to be doing magic because that's what we all want from our Captain Marvel, our Carol Danvers, our bestest superhero ever, our favorite one to have magic abilities because, reasons. And then they talking about is to conquer a weakness she has. From the way Marvel talks about her, it doesn't seem like she has any weaknesses at all. Let them tell it. So basically, Kelly Thompson unveils a new mystic look for the upcoming arc of Captain Marvel, and the costume's not bad actually. Except for what's up with like making her boobs small and stuff like that. Stop with that nonsense. She has boobs. Stop acting like she doesn't. She looked like a goddamn man or something. Sometimes it's just like, okay, whatever. Um, basically, she done had every power at this point, and they're like, oh yeah, Carol will be put through things that will force her to confront things she never confronted before in an effort to address the long-standing weaknesses. What long-standing weaknesses besides her alcoholism that y'all pretend like she doesn't have, or her post-traumatic stress that she has when it comes to dealing with the fact that, you know, people don't really like her like that. She wants to be the best, but she stands in her own way, and the post-traumatic order that she has to deal with Rogue taking portions of her life, to be honest. But you kind of resolve that kind of stuff or whatever. You pretend like it doesn't happen because she is the bestest ever, and now she's going to attempt to do the mystic arts because we don't have Doctor Strange, Brother Voodoo, Scarlet Witch, Wiccan, just a few magic users that we already have. That's a good focus. You guys keep stacking powers and abilities onto this character, and it doesn't go anywhere. The only thing you did recently for Carol Danvers is give her back some hair. That's about it. But other than that, you ain't changed her. She's still a stuck up bitch. She's still annoying as hell. She's not likable. And giving her more powers is stupid. It's on that Dragon Ball Z level. We got to keep giving Goku and Vegeta more power levels and stuff like that just for another person to come in and be an adversary that beats them up even though they got this brand new power or whatever. It doesn't make the story interesting. It starts making it predictable and stupid or whatever. But hell, at least Goku and Vegeta train with those new abilities. At least it's showing something. But still, you can't keep stacking powers and abilities onto a character every arc or every other second just to try to make them likable. This isn't going to make her likable at all. She's not interesting at all. I guess it's going to start in Captain Marvel 28. But the costume still isn't bad or anything. It's just why? What is this? Matter of fact, my thing that I'm confused about Marvel is that you keep giving Carol Danvers a chance, and I already know we only know why you're really giving Carol a chance is because really it's really DC that's really keeping y'all to keep this Captain Marvel title alive. Because if you didn't have that issue with DC or whatever, I don't think Carol Danvers Captain Marvel would be around. Not at all. All these relaunches and reboots and stuff like that. I mean, hell, at least she got to 28, but still, if she's not good. She's only been good is her Miss Marvel run when she was actually Miss Marvel. She was a better character than that. She wasn't the best character ever, but she was way better than what you're giving us now. And that's my thing that kills me the most is you give Carol so many chances, but yet the Captain Marvel that everybody wants to see, besides the original Captain Marvel, is Monica Rambeau, and you barely gave her any solo runs. You gave her like two or three one shots, I believe. And then she was in the Avengers a lot. or whatever, and she was still a good character, but you didn't even give her that or whatever, and then you pushed her aside for Captain Marvel's children, and then you go to Carol Danvers. If anybody should have gotten the title, it should have been Monica Rambeau. She's more likable. She has a better backstory. She's more interesting. She is powerful. And to be honest, way more powerful than Carol Danvers. You guys say that Carol is more powerful, but she really isn't. She really isn't, no matter how many gimmicks you try. And you know why people, like Monica Rambeau over her is because you didn't give Monica Rambeau no gimmicks. You wrote a good story for the character, and that's who she is. You know, you elevated Carol Danvers, but she's not interested enough to hold her own. And that's the problem. You need to do something that's not so gimmicky. This, oh, now she's all of a sudden half Cree and half human because her mother is all of a sudden half human. And she has a stank swole sister that nobody cares about or whatever. Didn't help. If anything, it turned off people who are fans of Carol Danvers because that's not her origin. That's not her origins from the 1960s. So why did you go and retcon that? If the writers, the original creators wanted that origin, they would have. It's the same thing with Iron Man being adopted. It's the same thing with Iceman being gay. You're changing characters' history to fit some kind of sensibility, and it doesn't work. You already turned off people from those changes. You just can't keep doing it. And now you think that, oh, she's gonna be this magic user now. And what is that supposed to make us happy about that? No, seriously, what is interesting about this character? Nothing. It's really nothing at all that's actually interesting about the character. We keep these reboots, relaunches of this character, and we keep trying to stack on more powers. But what does that lead to? It leads to people making videos talking about how terrible this is, how they hate the character, and even people that shield for her are like, well, yeah, in hindsight, Captain Marvel, the movie, actually wasn't all that great and it's not going to age well. No, shit, Sherlock, we could have told you that. I mean, I don't know how many times people got to keep telling you this nonsense, Marvel. Stop with the gimmicks, stop with the nonsense, and actually write good quality characters. It don't matter if it's a female or male writing and drawing the character, but you got to have somebody that actually knows something about the character. You need people that actually care about these characters' history and not making changes just to try to fit some stuff. Because if I was writing Carol Danvers, she'd probably go back to her Miss Marvel ways. She really would. And hand the title over to Monica Rambeau. Get Carol back to basic. Like, she literally needs to get back to basic. And I mean Miss Marvel basic, not Captain Marvel basic. I don't care what you do with Kamala Khan at this point. Give her a new logo or whatever and stuff like that. But Carol needs to shed the Captain Marvel moniker. And she needs to literally get back to basic of what she is as a character. That means all of this nonsense that you did with the life of Captain Marvel, the half sister nonsense and stuff like that, we're retconning that out of existence and doesn't even exist anymore. We're going to get her back to being that Air Force military person, but who was a working class woman who had a company that was, I mean, not a company, but was a editor of a female magazine that was empowering women and all that kind of stuff or whatever and stuff like that, and let her have her relationship with Rhodey again. Like, let that be a pure thing. Don't make it where it's just like, oh, I don't need no man kind of thing or whatever. Let her be powerful, but not the most powerfulest one. Let her have a mentee that she can mentor or something like that. Put the mask back on her face and stuff like that. Give her the skin tight bathing suit costume that everybody wants, the double D boobs and the jungle thighs, because that's what she had. She had a body and she was very appealing. Depower her where she only has the powers that she had when she first came out. as Miss Marvel. You need to go back to that. This adding new gimmicks onto her doesn't help her character at all. It doesn't make her powerful at all. It doesn't make her interesting enough to read. It makes people be like, oh, here we go again, Marvel. Here we go again, Marvel. Like, come on, Marvel, stop with this character. This character can be better. She'd be decent. But you gotta put the time and effort into it, and you gotta stop with people who don't care about these characters, because all of these writers so far don't care about this character. They only care about pushing an agenda to be like, oh, look how powerful she is. She's a strong, powerful female character. And I know you want a female character to be at the level of Wonder Woman, but it ain't gonna be her. I'm sorry to tell you this. And most of your other powerful female characters are on teams and stuff like that. And they are very integrated with that team. You know, you're going to have to find a female character that people actually like, that you want, that can stand alone, that's not really part of a team, you know? Monica Rambeau. It's not that hard. The answer is slapping you right in the face. Monica motherfucking Rambeau, the original Captain Marvel. And when I mean original, I mean the original female Captain Marvel. Go back to that character. Trust me. Write a good story for her though too, because Monica Rambeau wouldn't be pushing that nonsense politic crap. But if you really wanted somebody that's a woman that can, that can carry a title and be the face of something, Monica Rambeau is your best bet. People been begging for this character, and yet you ignore her time and time again. And then if you do put her in there, you gotta find dumb reasons on why she can't use her powers or something like that, or mysteriously write her out. That's crazy, you know. Hell, when they was doing that, I think it was the Mighty Avengers during that time where they had both her Blue Marvel and what's his goddamn name? Jesus Christ, I am drawing a blank on Century, all on the team. Three of the most powerfulest characters all on the team and stuff like that. And you even had Captain Universe too. Like, you had powerful characters on these teams. And yet they were able to give them stuff to do. And yet you act like you don't know what you can do with these characters. I don't know, Marvel. It's like, what happened? I mean, to be honest, what happened to the comic book industry? But this character right here needs to go back to basic. If a character really needs to lose everything and go back to basic, it is Carol Danvers. It really does need to be Carol Danvers, to be honest. But yeah, that was the video. Tell me if you guys are really excited about Captain Marvel's new powers that they love to add. And are you going to read the new Captain Marvel magic whatever arc that they're going to do? And yeah, that was it. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.